Bovine colostrum or cow colostrum. Should you take it? We're talking about the supplement form. By the way, it comes in powders. I've heard it comes in pills, enemas even, liquids. New York Times says liquids it comes in. And people are taking bovine colostrum for a number of things. So some of the claims that I've seen from different companies is that it may help with your gut health. Oh, by the way, we're going to talk about if it does these things, okay? We're going to talk about some pros and cons. Okay, so don't go anywhere. But many of these companies say that bovine colostrum helps with gut health, like your GI microbiome, that type of thing, helps support the immune system. Companies say that it aids muscle recovery. So like after exercising, it helps recovery after a workout, things like that. They also say it helps health at the cellular level and even may help skin regeneration, which I think is interesting. Now, before we talk about whether it does these things, let's talk about what bovine colostrum is. I think this is really interesting. First of all female mammals, including humans, make colostrum after giving birth. Isn't that interesting? And bovine colostrum is the colostrum that cows make after giving birth. It's a substance that has tons of nutrients in it for the baby, a calf, for the human baby, whichever mammal is producing, has just given birth and producing the colostrum. It's got immunoglobulins, it's got cytokines, it's got all sorts of things, antibodies, all sorts of good, important, healthy things for that baby to have to help that baby be strong and the baby to have some protection, right? So that makes a lot of sense. And I think it's actually kind of sweet that, all female mammals produce colostrum right after giving birth to help their baby do well, cows included, obviously. And that's what we're talking about. So what people have done, companies have done, is they've taken this bovine colostrum, the colostrum from cows after giving birth, and they've manufactured it into different forms of supplements. So whether it's a pill, a powder, a liquid, an enema, again, New York Times says it's an enema, okay? And again, many people are saying it helps with gut health and all these other things. All right. Oh, by the way, I'm Dr. Jen. It's good to see you. Write in the comments, by the way, if you use bovine colostrum or anything sort of like that and what your experience has been. Okay, now let's talk about the data that we do have about it. And there have been some studies done. What I read and my readings have shown that we do have some data about bovine colostrum on like diarrhea and some gut health. The studies that I have read about suggest that there has been some improvement with diarrhea and some improvement in gut health with bovine colostrum, but the studies are not optimized, they're not ideal, and we don't have enough of them. There have also been some other studies done on other things, other aspects that I kind of mentioned, but those studies are not great quality either. They've not been reproduced or not reproduced enough. As some of the studies have been done by the supplement companies themselves, so we often worry about a conflict of interest. There are studies, there is some data, but the data is not strong enough for me as a physician to say, hey, go out and buy bovine colostrum. It will do X, Y, and Z, because we're just not quite there yet with the evidence. Doesn't mean that we won't get there, but this is just where we are now, okay? Let me give you some things that you got to really keep in mind, though, okay? With bovine colostrum, first of all, and this is some potential cons, some people will have an allergy to this because, if you have an allergy to cow's milk, you shouldn't be taking bovine colostrum because you can have an allergic reaction there too. The other thing is this supplement in particular can be very, very expensive. So keep that in mind, especially when we don't have solid evidence that says it does these things, right? The next thing is the FDA does not regulate supplements, right? So that goes for all the supplements I talk about, the ones that we have, et cetera. They're just not tightly regulated by the Food and Drug Administration. That means there could be interproduct variability. There could be differences from pill to pill, bottle to bottle within a same company, et cetera. And the other thing, a couple other things. The Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, on their website, they mention that some of these bovine colostrum products may have trace amounts. Oh crap, that's my alarm. Sorry about that. That was my alarm. Some of these bovine colostrum products may have trace amounts of estrogen in them. And so that can be pretty dangerous if you have certain underlying conditions or have certain hormone-sensitive cancers. You got to keep that in mind. Also, there has been a concern raised that perhaps in manufacturing a supplement form of this bovine colostrum, remember, the bovine colostrum in its native form has got all these yummy, amazing ingredients to help the baby do well. but do those ingredients still remain intact and in the same level of force once it goes through the manufacturing process to make the bovine colostrum pill or supplement or powder or whatever? And I think there's a lot we just don't know there. Okay. So my take on this simply is, I don't recommend it. I don't think we have enough data to recommend it. I do and would be interested to see how studies pan out over the years. I think that there are better, surefire ways to help your gut health and things like that, support your immune system and things like that. So that's my take on it. But I want to know, what do you do? If it's something you want to try, I'm not saying you can't try it, but you got to talk to your doctor, right? Because again, this supplement is not going to be for everybody. All right. So just talk to your doctor. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel. Find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, TikTok, Instagram, you name it. I'm there. And sign up for my free health newsletter at drjencaudle.com. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen. Love y'all. Bye.